What is going on, everyone, and welcome to our MLB The Show franchise series where we play as the Cincinnati Reds throughout the 2026 season. My name is Justin. Appreciate everyone for tuning in, and it's been quite some time since we have been able to get back on here to break down what's going on with the Reds, what's going on in our MLB The Show 26 series, and it's something that I want to try to do a little bit more for you guys today. So as we begin a 3-game series against the Atlanta Braves, I want to break down with how the Reds are going. If you haven't gotten a chance to follow, something I try to begin at the beginning of the season was at the beginning of every series, come on here, talk to you about the progression of the Reds, let you know any news or updates or stuff like that, and get you guys ready for the series. Well, like I said, I've kind of gotten behind, been playing the catch-up game, and I really wanted to focus on catching up. And there's a couple extra process when doing these type of things, adding these videos. So I have decided not to do that. But we are going to move forward, though. So if you guys like these our franchise mode series, please hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Have those notifications on so you don't miss a simple episode. I also want to give you just a brief report. Expect upcoming episodes of our Road to the Show series, something because I've been occupied with our TNC Sports Talk Daily podcast, as well as our franchise mode series. I haven't had a whole lot of time to record our Road to the Show series, but I have been able to get a couple episodes in progress of editing and expect those in the upcoming week or two. I'm excited to have those back on and going. Also, please, if there's something that you guys want to see, your feedback is essential. So leave us a comment below and we will reach back out to you. Well, let's take a look at what's going on first and foremost. We have been on a tear. 45-11. We're playing expert mode. Okay. So we're playing really good. We're on a 2-game winning streak. We're 8-2 over the last 10 games. We are 19-8 at home, 26-3 on the road, 23-7 during the day, and 22-4 at night. Milwaukee is 14 games behind us, followed by the Cubs, the Pirates, and the Cardinals. If you take a look at our calendar, we took 2 out of 3 at Citi Field over the week. We took 2 out of 3 against the Cardinals. Last weekend at home, we took on the Philadelphia Phillies on the road where we swept them. We took 2 out of 3 against the Guardians and then swept the Nationals. We lost our first series other than back to the series against the Red Sox to open things up against the Houston Astros at home. We have not lost a series on the road. Well, we begin a 3-game series against the Atlanta Braves coming up, then the Kansas City Royals following that way before we head out to St. Louis to take on 3 against the Cardinals and 3 against the Padres. We jump over to the Atlanta Braves, check out what they're doing here. They just lost a series to the Boston Red Sox earlier this week. They got swept by the Nationals. They split the series against Miami and lost to the Red Sox back at home previously over the last 2 weeks. So a lot of things have been transparent for them. They still find themselves on a winning record, but they are kind of struggling. They're 3.5 games back of the National League East. They are Mets currently, who we just got done taking 2 out of 3 with, surprisingly, had themselves still in first place. In the division, Phillies are right behind them, followed by the Marlins and the Nationals. You look at the West Coast real quick. Dodgers, another team with 40-plus runs. They have an 8-game lead over the Giants, followed by the Padres, the Diamondbacks, and the Rockies. Over in the American League, the Red Sox lead the AL East, followed by the Rays, Yankees, Blue Jays, and Orioles. Then in the Central, we have the Guardians, Royals, Twins, White Sox, and Tigers. And then in the West, we have the Mariners, Rangers, Astros, Athletics, and Angels in that order. American League wild card, you have the Rangers, Royals, and Astros currently in position of a standings. followed by the Rays, Yankees, and Twins that are within a game and a half of each other in the wild card. Over there in the National League, the Giants, Milwaukee, and Chicago have the wild card possessions. The Padres are just a game back, followed by the Braves, Phillies, and Diamondbacks, all within just a handful of games back. Looking at the roster for the Atlanta Braves, real quick, they have Chris Sale, Spencer Schwallenbach, Reynaldo Lopez, Grant Holmes, and Hurston Waldrep. We'll see the back end of this rotation, so we won't see Chris Sale or Spencer Wallenbach. Their bullpen closer is Raciel Iglesias. We have Robert Suarez in the mix. Jose Suarez as well, Dylan Lee, so on and so forth. These Atlanta Braves, look out for here is Ronald Acuna Jr. has been on fire, also as well as Matt Olson. We'll see them make their see them in the game. Kyle Farmer, a former Cincinnati Red, will also be coming off the bench. Expect to see him at some point this season. Otherwise, I don't think they have any injuries right now going on. Ozzie Albies, 1 to 2 weeks, Sean Murphy, who's out for 1 to 2 months due to a dislocated shoulder. And then Jim Jarvis, who has a broken leg. He'll be out for a couple more days here. Spencer Strider, who we won't see, out for another about 1 to 2 months with a fractured forearm here. So some injuries piled up for the Atlanta Braves. Nothing really going on here for the Cincinnati Reds. Only person on the IL, which is about to come back after this weekend, is from a shoulder tear, is Blake Dunn. We still have our normal pitching rotation here: Hunter Green, Andrew Abbott, Brady Singer, Nick Lodolo, Chase Burns. All been lights out. Chase Burns with a 1.98 ERA, followed by a 1.94 for Hunter Green. Nick Lodolo also been performing pretty well with a 1.89. Billy Pagan, Caleb Ferguson, Tony Santion are kind of my setup guys here, and then our lineup still kind of remembers the same. I've been trying to place back and forth. Suarez, not the fourth guy in the lineup. He's been more so the fifth, sixth, or even the third at bat. Sal Stewart's kind of been in a little bit of a slump here as of late. We're trying to get him back up, but I've been moving him in that lineup. He's been sharing a lot more time at second base with Matt McLain. Suarez has been getting more time at third base and using that DH for more powerful guys. Will Benson, Hayes is batting 294, not too bad. So everyone's doing still pretty solid. Got a proposal trade a couple weeks ago for Brady Singer. Decided to decline it. Was for Drew Gilbert from the Giants, as well as Brett Eldridge as well. Just wasn't looking to place, because I would have to bring people up and send people down and DFA people, and I wasn't wanting to do that. In our upcoming series, tonight's game is at 6:40. We're about to get underway here. Reynaldo Lopez will be on the mound going up against Andrew Abbott. A 7:15 start time for Saturday's game. Grant Holmes taking on Brady Singer for that one, as well as for Sunday, May 31st. We will see Nick Lodolo take on Hurston Waldrep in the grand finale. We're looking to take the series against the Atlanta Braves, as we also look to better ourselves tonight. We'll have our alternate second uniforms, which is the original City Connect uniforms of the Cincinnati Reds, the black on black. On Saturday, we'll have our red on red. MLB has uploaded those to the game. Appreciate MLB Sony for doing that, and we could use that. And on Sunday, I'm planning on using your typical white on white uniforms, and allowing the Braves to use their alternate road uniforms, where their road alternate jersey other than the road on roads. So that is kind of the rundown right now. Hopefully I could get back out here and get you more episodes. I appreciate your guys' patience. I hope you guys are enjoying the series. The last thing I'll mention here, on Saturday, other than our game at 7:15, we will be posting a simulated game where plays computer against between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Aaron Nola will be on the mound for the Phillies, as Blake Snell will be on the mound for the Dodgers. And then Sunday Night Baseball will be the Chicago Cubs taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. Boyd will go up against May. So it'll be a fun little series to tune into if you guys are looking for other simulated games. But that's all the time I have for you guys today. Please hit that like, share, and subscribe button. And until the next series, you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care.
Here in Cincinnati, great American ballpark and a city steeped in baseball history. Major League Baseball on tap. The Atlanta Braves going up against the Cincinnati Reds. We'll be back to get this one started after this. And starting in this one, Andrew Abbott. Base runners are tough to come by with him out there, Chris.
Yeah, this guy's been real stingy, man, not allowing guys to play the game, just keeping them at home plate. I mean, just ridiculous sub-1 whip. I mean, he's dominating hitters, and a guy like this on the mound, one of the elite starters in the game right now.
Just about to get underway, Jurickson PRofar getting ready to hit. And we are underway in game one of the series. Foul ball there. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. This one in the air, right field. Way back there. And that one is foul. So we'll try it again. The 0-2. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Steer under it. One up, one down. Here's the Atlanta Braves lineup. One guy leading the way offensively for this club right now, Kyle Farmer.
Tops on the team in batting average, Boog. A guy who's showing off some excellent bat-to-ball ability when he digs in at the plate. You know, that's useful if your team needs to get an inning going, get a leadoff man on. But it's also incredible to have a guy like that in the lineup because he's a run producer who can drive in runs if you've got guys on base already. So he's a huge piece in this lineup.
Matt Olson in the box now. No balls and a strike. Abbott, he has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. Swing and a miss. That is strike 2.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that, confidence grows with the players and teammates playing behind him, that when things get a little rough out there, they know he'll find his way through it.
How much of the ability to do that in a tight spot is the mental approach?
I think it's very much being able to have a laser-like focus, slow everything down, stay right in that moment, pitch to pitch, execution, and focusing on that catcher's mitt.
Third, right fielder Ronald Acuna Jr.
Here's Acuna.
All around, I think if you asked anyone in this organization who's the best hitter in the lineup, they would say him.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. Acuna with a homer in his last game. Acuna with another scorching run of play lately. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Two down, nobody on. Broken bat, roller to first. Stewart. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Now it'll be the Reds' turn. No score. You're watching Reds baseball on The Show, Ohio. Back here in Cincinnati. And on the mound today, a guy who will give them innings, Reynaldo Lopez. And Chris, he's hoping for some better fortune moving forward.
Well, I'm looking to see if he can increase the amount of swings and misses and perhaps get more strikeouts, because hitters are batting over 300 against him, and that means guys are getting the barrel to the ball. Exit velocity's got to be pretty good when you have that kind of batting average, so he's going to have to find a way to do something different in this one.
Hey! Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 2. Swing and a ball lifted left field. One away. Here's the lineup for the Reds. This is a ball club that can really slug. Lots of homers, lots of extra base hits. And Chris, that of course a huge part of success in the standings for this group.
In today's game, hitting with power is essential, Boog. With pitchers throwing 95 and above, stringing hits together is hard to do. So home runs and extra base hits are crucial, and that's exactly what they've been doing.
Sal Stewart in the box with one away as he takes ball 1.
Yep, that ball went out.
And that one is in for a strike.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
2-1 now. That one fouled off. The 2-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Next pitch misses. Full count now. Right through there. Got him. 2 down.
Batting third, the shortstop, Elly De La Cruz.
2 outs, bases empty. Elly De La Cruz, the next to hit for the Reds. The National League leader in runs batted in this year.
Hey!
Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 0-2.
Got away with that one. Left the curveball up a little bit. He's going to have to finish it if it's going to be an effective pitch.
That's a ball.
Ripped to right. And that is that. Nobody left for Cincinnati. We played an inning. No score. We move ahead to the top of the second now. So now to the plate for Atlanta. Austin Riley. These two offenses can put up runs in a hurry. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Hammered, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Batting fifth, center fielder.
Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Here's the center fielder, Michael Harris II. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. No score here in the second. On the ground, 2 ball. To Elly at second for 1. Throw to first, but he beat it.
Batting sixth, catcher, Drake Baldwin.
One out man at first. Drake Baldwin, the next to hit. And Chris, his home run numbers this season are good enough to rank him in the top 10 in the league. Step off, throw to first.
He's
Harris dives back in safely. Baldwin bats left, throws right, batting 6th in today's lineup. And so far this year, he's slugging over 500.
Well, I didn't like those first 2 pitches down an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle, hope he gets a mistake.
Struck him out looking.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Mauricio Dubon.
Here's Mauricio Dubon.
It's been a tough stretch for him at the plate. Barely hitting over the Mendoza line this month.
Swing and a line drive, and that one's a base hit out into left center field. Harris round second on his way to third. Coming home. The relay, and he's out. Touchdown, and that ends the inning.
Man, I think his legs are feeling good in this one. He really tried to stretch it there to go from first all the way to home, but he ran out of steam a little bit as he came around third. Great relay from the defense, a quick tag at the plate, and they cut down the run.
Bottom half of inning number 2. In now for the Reds, Nathaniel Lowe.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
Here comes the 0-1. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
I understand you want to try to gauge that guy's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone. Now you're in a tough spot.
The 1-2. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Good start for him to this ball game tonight. I always talk about it. Get a knock in your first at bat. It just makes your confidence at such a higher level for the potential of having a big night.
And Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now. Third in the NL in RBIs this year. Suarez launched a homer in his most recent game. And that one fouled off. And Chris, his home run numbers this season are good enough to rank him in the top 10 in the league.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
Here's a 1-2. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. No advance. Good job behind the dish.
Oh, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. He tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Spencer Steer, the next to hit for the Reds. Right there for a strike.
Throughout history, the fastball down has been the most successful pitch. Guys can handle a little bit better these days, but they, of course, still prefer something belt high.
The 0-2. Oh, look at the stop. There's one. What a double play that was. Inning over. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. We head on now to the top of the third. We're tied, 0-0.
Hey, how you gonna finish? Gotta get to the business. They watching, they witnessing. Got a record, I break it like Guinness. Oh yeah, he's top of the league. Oh yeah.
All set for the start of the inning. So here's the Braves' designated hitter, Kyle Farmer.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
Out to center. Freidl under it. And there's one away.
Batting ninth, shortstop, Ha-Seong Kim.
Now in for the Braves, Ha-Seong Kim.
Ball, that's in.
The 1-0. On the ground.
No, that's a foul
and
ball.
Foul ball. The 1-1 is fouled off. Top of the third, no score. Fights it off. He'll see another. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Here's Profar down. Fly to left his first time. This one in the air, center field. Freidl settles underneath it. And that is that. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Welcome back. Last series, the pitching was not good as we take a check of the numbers.
Hey!
Oh, 1 down. Right through there for a strike.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
0-2 now. Got him swinging.
A pretty good break on the curveball right there. Maybe not as down in the zone as he would have liked, but deceptive enough to get that swing and miss. And if you don't catch that pitch out front on the barrel, it bears in on you pretty hard.
Here's the second baseman, Matt McLain. Close,
Nope,
but
that's a
called
ball.
a ball. And that is ball 1.
That's not the first time they've watched a fastball zip by for a strike. I don't know if they're taking intentionally in those spots, but I'd like to see them more aggressive with those pitches.
One, 2 now. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Next for Cincinnati, Tyler Stephenson.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
Hey!
Two down, nobody on.
Ball, that's off the plate.
That clips the corner. And now it's 1-2. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And he strikes out the side in the third. On to the fourth. Still scoreless. On to extra innings. Here's Matt Olson down with an impressive home run total. Top 5 in the league is legit, Singy.
Oh, for sure, Boog. He's got that don't make a mistake vibe every time he steps in.
And that one is lifted in the air. Steer gets under it. And there's one down.
Woo. He was all over that first pitch fastball. Just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
And now it's Ronald Acuna Jr. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat.
So, Boog, here's an interesting fact about Acuna. He has the most home runs at Truist Park. He passed Freddie Freeman for the top spot in 2023, and I think he might hold that record for a while.
Tosses to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the fourth.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
So here's Riley now. 1 for 1. He singled to left his first time through. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And that's the third out. Down in order go the Braves. On to the bottom of the fourth now. Still with no score. Bottom of the inning. Now here's the Reds leadoff man, TJ Freidl. And that's outside.
That's just out.
And that's ball 1.
Ball 2.
Establishing both ends of the zone is critical. Most times guys are wanting to get hitters out down, but if you can get them to look up, get a called strike, that's going to make that strike zone a lot bigger.
Next offering misses, and the count is 3-1.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
Lined, and that's a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Up next for the Reds, first baseman.
So up next, Sal Stewart. He's 0 for 1.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
The 1-0. Fastball for a strike. The 1-1.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Go ahead run at first. Nobody out. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Way upstairs. 3-1 now.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boog.
And ball 4, 2 aboard. Challenge from behind the dish here. Didn't miss by too much, but it'll stay a ball. So they'll lose their first challenge. Big at bat coming up with Elly De La Cruz stepping in. right down to shoot, and that is strike one.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue, finish off this hitter.
And now the 0-1. High fly ball out to center field. He's got it. Runner tags at second. The relay to third. He makes it to third. Good base running to move up with only one out.
Designated hitter.
Nathaniel Lowe up to hit. Picked up a base hit to center his first time up.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
That one finds the zone. Strike one.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
That's a base hit. And they'll score first. It's 1-0.
Well, to strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
First and second, one out. And Eugenio Suarez up to hit now. Right through there for a strike. One out. Runners at first and second. There's a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Here's the 0-2.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
Ball two.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a two-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. I mean, with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate, so very difficult to get the barrel on.
Stewart in the box now. Takes strike one. First and second, two down. On the ground to the left. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. And everyone's safe. They're loaded.
Up next for the Reds.
So digging in, Will Benson. Yeah, don't need much damage here. Just a base hit. Likely will score two. And that drops in for a strike. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. The Braves bullpen has some activity. Jose Suarez, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Lee also getting ready.
Ball one.
Really good take, especially with two strikes.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Ground ball up the middle. Kim. They take the force out, inning over, and it could have been worse. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 1-0. This is Reds baseball on the show, Ohio. Ready now for the fifth inning. So now to the plate for Atlanta. Michael Harris II.
You know, these Braves, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
This to third, Suarez. Long throw to first. One away here in the fifth. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
Catcher, Drake Baldwin.
Now it's the Atlanta catcher, Drake Baldwin. He was a strikeout victim his first time. That one's in there, 0-1.
This guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
De La Cruz tosses to first, and the first two set down in the top of the fifth.
Up next for Atlanta, second baseman Mauricio Dubon.
Digging in, Mauricio Dubon doubled his first time.
Ball. That's inside.
Two down, nobody on, and we're at the top of the fifth.
Hey.
Late on that fastball.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. You're watching Reds baseball on The Show, Ohio. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point.
Hey.
The 0-1.
0-1.
Right through there for a strike. Lined, and that's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Here's the catcher, Tyler Stephenson. His first at-bat was a strikeout. McLain gets his lead at first, nobody out. Right through there for a strike. Fastball for a strike. The 1-2. Good job to fight that one off. The 1-2. Ripped into right center. Should be extra bases. McLain around third. And they lead by 2.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Here comes the manager out of the Braves dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Reynaldo Lopez out of the game, and they trail as he exits, but he kept them close. A new arm will be on the mound after the break. Here comes a new arm for the Braves, Jose Suarez.
And that's a big potential run out there at second as he comes in trying to keep the deficit where it is. For the infielders, they got to be thinking about keeping the ball from getting by them into the outfield any way they can.
In now for the Reds, TJ Freidl.
Good swing out of him last time. Ripped a liner in the center.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Last half of inning number 5. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Man at second. Pitch misses.
Inside.
And now 3-1. Knee high. That's in for a strike. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Runner at second, nobody out. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Base hit. The throw in. But it's offline, and they're up by 3.
Well done. Drives in the run. Textbook bat control right there. Got a pitch on the outside, saw it deep into the zone, and just barreled it up. Went the other way for the knock.
Sal Stewart, the next to hit for the Reds. He is struck out, and he is walked. Chopped left side. Freidl tosses to first. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Up next for the Reds, the shortstop.
So now with 1 away and a man at second, here's the shortstop at the plate. Elly De La Cruz, a switch hitter batting right.
Ball, that's too high.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
That one's in there. That's strike 1. And he pumps it a strike. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. 2 gone now.
Designated hitter, Nathaniel.
Here's Nathaniel Lowe.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Not even close there. And it's 1-0.
Ball 2. Hey!
Hit in the air out towards left center field. Pretty well struck. Profar makes a nice grab and a full sprint. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. 5 innings complete. It's the Reds 3 and the Braves nothing. This is Reds baseball on the show, Ohio. Welcome back. A few highlights to help tell the story of the game. And here is Kyle Farmer.
The designated hitter, Kyle Farmer.
Abbott back to work.
Over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
That breaking ball is in for a strike, and quickly it is 0-2. Set down on strikes. That K is his 3rd of the game.
No, that was a pretty poor at bat. He just never got the bat off of his shoulder. I mean, you got to go up there looking to swing at some point, especially once you're down 0-2. And at that point, make an adjustment, look to put the ball in play if it's anywhere close. And I'm just not sure what the plan was there.
Now in for the Braves, Ha-Seong Kim. That one misses, and that's ball 1. There's a strike. Kim wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge. And the strike call will stand. So they're now out of challenges. Here's a 1-1. Nice grab. Takes it himself, and he got him. Nicely done at first for the out.
Up next for Atlanta, left fielder, Jurickson PRofar.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Now batting Jurickson PRofar. He boasts a batting average that ranks top 10 in the league at the moment, Singy. Two down, nobody on. Swings through that one for strike 2.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. Back after this on the show. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
You touch the flow when you drop it.
Well, these Reds, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
Strike 2. That one ripped. And a quick out, number 1.
Up next for the Reds.
So up next, Spencer Steer, 1 for 2.
Hey!
The 0-1. And that's in for a strike. On the ground, right side. He's out.
Up next for the Reds, right fielder, Will.
2 down, bases empty. Now it's the right fielder, Will Benson. The 0-1. That one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Ball 2.
That one's in there. And the count's even at 2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Two now. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
Hanging in there pretty good against the lefty.
Comes the 2-2. Now one missed.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. That is the inning. Nothing doing here this half. We're through 6 full. It's the Reds 3 and the Braves nothing. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year.
I was born in the city. You know we're gonna bring me down. Yeah, I was born in the city. Don't you beat it down. Yeah.
I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in at bats. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced in this one.
Out towards right center field. Benson has a beat on it. And there's one down.
Up next for Atlanta, right fielder, Ronald Acuna
Here's Ronald
Jr.
Acuna Jr. at the plate. Cruising on the mound right now, but a dangerous hitter here in this spot. A guy with some slug to him. Fastball for a strike. Here's your 1. What a stop to first, and they get the out.
Up next for Atlanta, third baseman.
2 outs,
Austin
base is
Riley.
empty. Here comes Austin Riley.
Hey!
Two down, nobody on. Foul ball, still 0-2.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
That one ripped left field. This one's got a chance. Oh, he can't bring it in. And he'll pull into second with 2 gone.
Everything came together for him. Now that sets up a huge at-bat in this ballgame.
At the plate, Michael Harris II. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Strike to the outside corner. 0-2 now.
An at-bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Still in total command on the mound with 7 shutout innings. It's the Reds 3 and the Braves nothing. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th, Aaron Bummer.
Well, he struggled quite a bit, so this is another opportunity to get on the right track. He's given up more than 1 hit per inning pitch so far this season.
Stepping in, Matt McLain.
He was the big part of the field last time. Nice.
That
That's
one
a ball.
close, ruled a ball. Ball 1.
Yeah!
Bummer deals. Line drive. Makes the catch. 1 down.
He put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives won't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
Tyler Stephenson, the next to hit for the Reds. Yeah, the lefty with the 0-1. Right through there for a strike. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Joey Wentz up and loosening in the pen. Lee also throwing. The 0-2.
Ball 1.
And they'll do it again. Got him. 2 up, 2 down.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
So back to the top of the order. And now the center fielder, TJ Freidl. Time call.
Time is out.
Terry Francona bringing a bat off the bench. Dane Myers looking for a 2-out spark with the bases empty. Outside low, ball 1. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. The other way. Gets down, base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Up next for the Reds.
Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap, and I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Stewart stands in now and watches strike 1. Ripped to short. Bounces it to first, but he digs it out, and the inning is over. So 1 left for Cincinnati, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. We're at the top of the 8th. Now it's the Atlanta catcher, Drake Baldwin. 2 of the most potent offenses in the game squaring off. Abbott into his 8th inning of work singing. He's been good.
Yeah, he's the type of guy that gets better as he gets deeper into the ball game. If you're going to get to him, you get to him early. They didn't do that today. We'll see what happens as this finishes.
And that one finds its way through. And a man aboard.
Got on plane with that pitch. Not as far away, but out there a little bit. But he let it travel, tracked it, didn't try to pull it. And that's something that can help you get going, get on track. Maybe a little bit too late in this ball game, but you just never know.
Mauricio Dubon next up for the Braves.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's...
Yeah, now Terry Francona makes his way out of the dugout towards the mound, and he'll make a change. Andrew Abbott gives way. Great effort out of him as he exits in line for the win. We'll tell you about the new pitcher when we get back.
Now
New pitcher for the Reds, Pierce Johnson.
Gets an opportunity to square off against his former team, so I wouldn't be surprised if he came out a little extra jacked up right here.
And there's a foul ball.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. You always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Now the 0-1. Line and a base hit into right. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
A couple of singles back to back. Now let's see if they can string something together. Make it a little more interesting.
Kyle Farmer up to the plate now.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
Outside. And that's ball 1. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. So the call stands. Still 1 challenge left for them. The Braves with the tying run at the plate, and we're at the top of the 8th. Line drive, base hit. Runner around third. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they cut the lead to 2.
Well done. Narrows the deficit with the RBI there. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
Looks like we've got a substitution at second. Coming on to pinch run for Atlanta, Eli White getting some more speed on the bases. And now Ha-Seong Kim. And time is called for a mound visit now. Big moment in this game, so they'll talk it over. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1. White, the lead runner, out at second. Farmer at first with no outs. Ground ball left side, could be 2. The flip, 1 at second to first, not in time. Great effort there.
Well, an aggressive slide at second base, but it was legal. I like it because you're trying to break up the double play, and it looked like the slide impacted the throw a little bit. Nice job by the base runner.
Looks like we've got a substitution at first. Braves going with a pinch runner. Jorge Mateo looking for some added speed out there in the late innings. Jurickson PRofar steps to the dish in a critical spot. Swing and a miss.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Runners are at the corners, 1 away. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Huge strikeout there.
Well, 3 pitches, down, fastball up, swinging, boog. It's like learning a chord progression, getting those strums right, man. So many pitchers prefer working north-south these days compared to the east-west, and that was a great example right there.
Matt Olson stepping to the plate in a big spot now. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Pierce Johnson done for the night. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher. Brock Burke gets the ball now.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Fouls away the first offering. Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen. Swing and a foul out of play. The 0-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. They limit the damage here. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now a 3-1 ball game. You're watching Reds baseball on The Show, Ohio. Back here at Great American Ballpark. On to the bottom of the 8th. Elly De La Cruz getting ready to hit. And a little something extra at stake in this at-bat as he's hitless so far with his hitting streak in jeopardy.
In the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
That pitch gets the inside corner, and the count is 0-2. Hard liner, and that's got extra bases written all over it. And the bottom of the 8th starts with a double. And that'll keep his hitting streak alive. He's reaching heights that very few players ever have.
Yeah, when you're over the 30-game mark and showing no signs of slowing down, that's when the baseball world starts to get a little excited. This has become the story in the league right now. You start checking off the days until the next benchmark, 40, 44, 56. And as well as he's swinging it, it seems like all those numbers right now, Boog, they are doable.
Man at second. Swinging a grounder foul first base side. That one the other way, and it goes just foul. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Line drive out towards left field. That's a base hit. Headed for the plate. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead.
He went up there and got it. With 2 strikes, I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where he could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there, coming back in that at bat.
Here's the third baseman, Eugenio Suarez.
Hey!
Lowe aboard here at first with nobody out.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Line drive, and that's base hit out into center field. And now 2 aboard.
Up next for the Reds, left fielder.
Here's the left fielder, Spencer Steer, 1 for 3. So a change being made at first base. Here's the pinch runner for Cincinnati, Brian Hayes. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. In comes the run from third to add on. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 4. Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Aaron Bummer is done, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for
New pitcher now, Dylan Lee.
Well, he's a big-time strikeout guy out there. This season, averaging more than 1 per inning.
First and second, no outs. Will Benson, the next to hit for the Reds.
I'm curious how he decides to attack on the mound. This guy at the plate has been great hitting under pressure this year.
He makes the grab. Runner tags at second. Puts the tag on him, and it's a double play.
Boom, that's just a terrible decision to go for third right there. I mean, he was hosed by a lot. Not even close. You've got to be a little smarter than that on the base paths.
A defensive change for the Braves. Now playing center field.
Matt McLain now at the plate.
Hey!
And the 0-1. Up the middle. They get the force.
No, you're out.
They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. Through 8 full, it's the Reds 5 and the Braves 1. Last chance coming up here for the Braves. We go to the ninth. So now to the plate for Atlanta. Ronald Acuna Jr. Right through there for a strike.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
The 0-1. And there's the strike. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. That one is foul, and he'll see another. Stays alive.
Pitcher having a pretty tough time getting that swing and miss. 3rd foul ball in a row.
Battling here as he fouls it away. And that's a strikeout looking. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
Here comes Austin Riley.
Ball.
And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. Not far out of the zone, but it was a ball. No challenges left for them now. 1 down, base is empty here in the 9th. That's in there, and the count even at 1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Outside, that's a ball.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Here's a 2-2. Right back to him on the mound. Braves down to their final out.
Up next for Atlanta, center fielder Michael Harris II.
2 down, base is empty. Michael Harris II. Next up for the Braves. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. That's outside.
That pitch is out.
Ball 1. Fastball for a strike. In the air, left field. Fair ball. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Just a blue hit behind third right there, and that's a really tough play for a third baseman or shortstop to get to, and the same for the left fielder. So he just found a perfect place to drop that one in right there.
So runner at second, 2 down. Drake Baldwin will hit next. Man on second, 2 down. They're down to their final strike.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Reds take the series opener here at home.
The ball for his first career save deserves to be on display at his house. I mean, it's kind of like when a restaurant frames its first dollar bill somewhere on a wall. You just can't forget your first save.
5-1 is how it ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shelby. Thanks for joining us.
Friend, took a girl from the